What's up, guys? Happy Sunday to you. Welcome back to Everyday Faith. And we're continuing on today with a quote from a missionary named Watchman Nee. He was a missionary and a pastor to China, or from China, I should say. And he has a quote today that we're going to share with you that I think will be really inspiring as well as really encouraging. He says this: a born-again person ought to possess unspeakable peace in the spirit. Let me say it again for you. A born-again person ought to possess unspeakable peace in the spirit. Now, this is really significant. I'm going to try to break it down for you, okay? Because it's a simple quote, but it has really profound meaning and significance for your life and for my life, okay? So a born-again person, let's start there. Someone, as we talked about a couple days ago, who has given their life to Jesus. As Jesus said, you must be born again in John chapter 3 when talking to Zacchaeus. And so a born-again person, someone who has placed their faith in Jesus, given their life to Christ, must or ought to possess unspeakable peace. Okay, so possession, something that you can take hold of, something you can have, in a lot of contexts, something you own. And so ought to possess, that means that, in Jesus, you ought to have this. It's not something that isn't for you. It's not something that should be elusive or hard to grasp. But according to this quote, it ought to be in your possession, this unspeakable peace, peace that passes all understanding, a peace that kind of surpasses what we would imagine or what we would think or what we would even feel capable of on our own. And so unspeakable peace. And then he says in the spirit, and that's the key, because it's God's Holy Spirit living inside of you and living in me that actually grants us the ability to possess this unspeakable peace. And so it's a simple quote, as I said, but I wanted you to walk away today knowing that if you have Jesus in your life, if you're following Christ and you're a born-again believer, then you ought to possess this unspeakable peace. And it comes through abiding in the Holy Spirit and really letting the Holy Spirit live in you and through you. So I hope this encourages you guys today on your Sunday. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. And then I'll be back with you tomorrow as we continue with day number 7.